Hello everyone, welcome back to my corner of the internet where we are once again playing some Fatal Frame 3, The Tormented. Last time we got things started and I think I got a little ahead of myself. I was just coming off of Fatal Frame 2 and I was making a lot of assumptions about everybody, but you know, hey, you might have not watched those series, so maybe we need to slow things down a little bit. But anyways, we had dreams, we were introduced to some of the characters. Miku, the protagonist from the first game, made an appearance, and so we're trying to figure out what is going on. Currently we are playing as Rei, who lost her fiance in a crash and is now seeing him, I guess technically in her dreams, right? Yeah, and then we went ahead and we explored this room a little bit, and now we are going to leave the room. We are going to venture out into the dangers of the hallway, I'm assuming. I don't know what the layout of this house is, so let's see. Is it a hallway? Kinda, not really. Okay, yeah, yep, there's a hallway. There's a hallway element. Let's go ahead and take a look out the window. A bright colored roll down shade hangs over the window. Miku picked it out and bought it for us the other day. Man, Miku just seems to be doing a lot of the stuff. Like, I get that she's like the assistant.
Good morning, Rei.
Morning, Miku. Can I? From here you can see right across the living room on the first floor. It was one of the main reasons we took the house. It's a little big for two people, but it's nice and cozy, and we liked the idea of always being able to know that the other person was around. Oh, and we do have the camera with us. Oh, but it's not the camera obscura. That's right, because we only had that technically in our dream. I am curious. If we snap the photo, if we go under our photos, does it have... Nope, it doesn't have target listed as Miku. Alright, so yeah. Oh, I don't want to go downstairs just yet, because I feel like once we interact with Miku, I feel like that will be like the next part. This is Miku's room. Even if this is my house, I don't really like to go into her room without permission. I know Miku wouldn't care at all, though. I find that their relationship is very interesting. Alright, we'll go down the hallway, and we're going to explore our house. Yu's room. Ever since the accident, I try not to come in here unless I have a good reason. Okay, so we've established that the top floor has 3 bedrooms. And I guess we'll go down the stairs now. Can we look out this window? A bright colored roll screen hangs over the window, just so that we don't have to show you what is outside. Those feet are definitely landing on the steps. You know, they're not too bad. It took a little while before games started getting, you know, the feet landing on the steps properly. A lot of early games, honestly, it was kind of just like, it was a ramp. Like, the idea that there were stairs was just visually, just a visual thing, but... Alright, let's, Miku, good morning, Rei. It looks like it's going to rain all day today, too. I'm sorry, I had to stop for a second because I'm like, you know, the way I'm delivering things is like, there's an uncanny valley about, like, I was listening to like the dub, right? When it's like, good morning, Rei, and I'm like, it sounded kind of creepy, like this weird, like, not really human. It was like, you know, badly voice acted. And then I'm listening to my own commentary as I'm speaking, I'm like, holy crap, it's contagious. It's gonna rain all day today too. You don't have to work so much this week, so why don't you try to relax? Rei, you've been working too much lately. You were woken up by a bad dream this morning. I thank you for telling me what has been going on, Miku. Not to mention what happened when we were out collecting data the other day. Okay, what happened? I want Miku's perspective on what happened. Anyway, let's try to take it easy today. No, tell me about what happened. Because all we got was Rei's perspective, and Rei's perspective was kind of, well, all over the place. That reminds me, there was a letter. It's addressed to you. Oh, to me? No, to you. Letter from Kay. Kay? Dear you, sorry for not writing for so long. How are things with your fiancé? I'm continuing my investigation of the urban legend. This is where things start. Like I thought, my niece's symptoms bear many similarities to the strange disease associated with the urban legend. Let me guess, the symptoms involve a strange tattoo-like bruise or weird purple bruise thing that spreads across you? I think most of the story is groundless rumor, but I've heard there was a psychiatric study done. If you have it, I'd like to see it. Maybe it will provide a clue. A bit of, we'll say the recap, in case you're starting on episode 2. I mean, you're only one away from 1. Like, just go watch the first one. Yeah, we're not recapping anymore. You saw the first one. If you didn't, like, come on. I'm taking a break from all my other work to devote myself to studying the urban legend. I'd like your help. According to the documents I've studied, that camera I sent to you is apparently a rare camera obscura. Now, interestingly, it refers to it as a rare camera obscura, not the rare camera obscura. And I think this is probably the only reason I know that this is not like a translating error is because in number 5, there's 2 different ones. Spoiler, sorry. So we know that there are more than one camera obscura. So I'm guessing number 3 would be the game that introduced the idea of multiple cameras. Given where I found it, it may have some connection to the missing people and the urban legend. If you hear anything, please tell me. Regards, Kei Amakura. Now, I also noticed in the when I was doing the editing for the first episode, when you save your game, it has the full name of your character, and our character's name is Rei Kurosawa, which is a name that comes back up in number 5. So I'm wondering if there's a connection there. I guess as I play through the whole series, we'll find out, maybe. Letter from K1 added to file. It's from Kei Amakura. I know I read that. He's written several times before. Have you still not told him about you? Ooh. Use camera obscura? Yeah, I would have latched onto that too. Like, I literally had a dream about this camera obscura. Like, that's definitely something that I'd be curious about. I wonder if it would be in Yu's room. Okay, okay, let's actually take a look. In the second game, I kind of glossed over a lot of the notes and stuff, and I said I was going to read more of them, but I didn't. So I feel like I kind of missed out on some things. This one here seems really nicely organized and stuff, and I want to make an effort to really go ahead and read through all of these. Kei Amakura. I've never met him personally, but he was a friend of Yu. He used to write from time to time. Yu seems to have known lots of people, both professionally and privately. According to the letter, he and Yu were doing research into urban legends. Maybe the camera obscura was somehow connected with that. I should tell him about the accident. Yeah, you should. Like, if especially if he's written like multiple times, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, those last like 5 letters you sent, he was dead. Like, okay, yeah, thanks. Good job, Rei. I guess Rei was not entirely inaccurate when she said that, when she described you as like kind and everything like that, and she's like, and I'm the complete opposite. Like, I understand that you might need some space, but like if you received multiple letters, you probably should let him know. Phone. Can I use phone? I cannot use phone. The storage space under the stairs is full of old newspapers and magazines. Now, Miku, what are you doing? Also, are you... Now, we know that Miku is younger. She's, like, significantly shorter than Rei. Okay, we can't talk to her anymore. I don't know. It amuses me when I see, like, height differences in games. Because a lot of times, like, there's, like, a reused, like, body or reused models and stuff like that. So it's kind of neat to see, like, unique characters, like, especially in these early games when things were not, we'll say they were harder to model. You had to do a lot more manual work, I assume. I noticed the food dish before I noticed the actual cat. I was like, oh, cool, there's a pet in the house, and I was wondering where it was. In the corner is an ornamental potted plant. Looking after it is Miku's job. It seems like everything is Miku's job. Come to think of it, Miku looks after just about everything in the house these days. See, yep, there we go. Okay, what's the cat's name? Specific animation. Just staring at the cat. Does this just go on forever? Until I push a button? Oh, yes! Fatal Frame 3 with extreme cat watching action. Yep. That's it. You can just, like, stare at the cat. Which makes me wonder, like, will that factor into the game at some point? I'm like, is there a point where you have to watch the cat? Can you tell me what the name of the cat is? No, darn it. The camera will only tell me the names of ghosts. We decided against having a TV in our own rooms and bought a bigger one for the living room instead. I hardly watch it at all these days. Okay, so, and our job is we're a photographer, right? I think that's, but we don't photograph people. Outside the window is a small garden. A light drizzle has been falling for several days now. It's been some time since I last tended the garden. Okay, I was like, where do I go next? That's right, I think there's a kitchen. Yeah, I saw a kitchen. Let's go check out, oh. I guess I can't see the stool or that. Did they cover some dough for bread or something? Like, I noticed a towel on something. This shelf is where I keep my old video cassettes and books. Video cassettes! On the shelf are old video cassettes and books. Oh, there's a cloth. Neat. Stuck to the refrigerator door are my work schedule, a calendar with the supermarket discount days marked on it, and post-it notes with receipts on them. Miku cooks all the meals. She seems to enjoy doing chores around the house. I don't know what I'd do without her, really. The tableware is kept here inside the cupboard. Actually, would it be... Used things are kept clean here, too. Ah. The sink is cleanly polished. This feels more like Miku's place than mine. Yeah. Miku hardly ever asks for anything, but she begged me to buy her this microwave. It wasn't cheap, but we've been eating all kinds of new things since we got it. No thanks to me, though. The only thing I use it for is heating up instant meals. A large oven range with a 4-burner stove. I was determined to get the most out of it when we moved in, but in fact, I've not used it at all except for boiling water or fixing a simple meal. Oh, we can't get closer because the cupboard. Okay, there we go. All right, what do we got here? From here, you can look across the counter and see the whole of the living room. A real mom's eye view. I'm sorry. That phrasing's got a bit of Yep. There's some undertones of something to that one. All right. I guess there was one more door, right? Yeah. Where does this lead? Okay. I was like, how much more house is there? Please tell me there's a lot more to explore. I don't know why. It's a faint light pierces the curtains and shines through into the entrance area. I really like this this idea of like being able to go around like your house. So we got some slippers. That's got to be the exit. That's why you got all your slippers by here. Miku's low-heeled shoes are under the shoe rack. If we cleared away used shoes, there would be plenty of room for all of Miku's. Okay, so we definitely, Ray has not been able to, I don't like the idea of like saying move on. Well, yeah, I guess technically that would be the best way to sort of put it, but. Oh, mirrors! I can see my face reflected in the mirror above, though at wash basin. Maybe I've lost a little weight again. Wait. I can see my face reflected in the mirror above the wash basin. Miku takes care of washing the clothes too. It's a real help. I've never been good at housework. She's been complaining these past few days that she can't hang the clothes out to dry because of the rain. There is no one in the bath. Even when I'm busy, I like to soak in the tub every day. Recently, though, I've just been taking showers. Oh man, the mirrors... That's a new addition, like having reflective surfaces, and I know they're going to use that. They are going to use that on me. A clothes chest that Biku brought with her from home. Inside are Miku's kimonos and the funeral mourning that I have worn just once. Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to get something here. Use altar. You. Oh, that's it? Okay. I guess we'll walk back out here. Now, okay, I'm getting a little disoriented. We have a map, right? We do have a map. I'm pretty sure we have a map. Map! Okay, so we came from there. That's the entrance. I do like the little preview up at the top. That is helpful. We came down this hallway. This is the bathroom. Yep. Just like it says up at the top. Yeah, so we haven't explored this door up here. So let's, wait, is it this door? No, it's this door. This is the one we haven't explored. Well, we haven't explored that one either. I knocked on the toilet door, but it looks like no one is inside. Okay, so it won't let us in that one. But it will let us in this one. Ooh. Oh, this is the developing room. In this cardboard box are plastic bottles containing developer and fixer fluids for developing photographs. In the plastic barrel is the kerosene we use in winter. Okay, we already read that one. This was supposed to be a storeroom, really, but they put it in a sink so I could develop my pictures here. I've always wondered how that process works. I don't have any film I can develop now. Is that something we're going to be able to do at some point? Like, I know we've seen it in, like, the cutscenes and stuff, but that would be really neat to, like, have pictures and be able to, like, develop them. I don't know. I think that would be neat. I don't have any film I can develop now. I think that's going to be a thing. Actually, I can get a closer look at some of this. I have no idea what these are pictures of. I can't make out any of this. All right, what about, here? In this box, I keep my films and printing paper. On this shelf, I keep the negatives of my work photos. Okay. All right, so we have our developing room. I think there's only one more door to really go check out. And it's this. We use this space for storing the cleaning things and other tools. Some of these cardboard boxes haven't been touched since we moved in. Okay, that's it. I think we've seen the whole house. There is... Oh yeah, the altar room. This door we can't get through. Top floor, we've... wait. Oh, that's Miku's room, and that's Yu's room. Right, so we've seen, I guess, wait, was there, yeah, there was the door to actually leave. Do we leave now? Like, if we've explored everything, is it, now is it time to, like, alright, we've seen everything, let's go. I guess. We could try. The front door is kept locked. Since that day, I don't leave the house unless I have to for work. Okay, so what am I supposed to do here? Do I, like, after I've gone around and I've seen everything, do I just go back and, like, talk to Miku? Wait, which, I'm getting turned around. This is the door back, right? Yeah, this is back to the living room. Wait, the cat's gone. Where'd the cat go? Miku's just still standing there. Miku? Where's the cat? Where's the cat, Miku? There's something comforting about the sound of rain. The way it seems to envelop the whole house and everything in it. I agree, I like that. Huh. Where's the cat? Do we go back up to our room? Is that what we do? We just... Oh. Ah, I see, cat. No! No! The animal sees something! What is it, kitty? What do you see? Oh, that's right, I was supposed to go to Yu's room to check for, like, the camera obscura. Okay. There was something about some sort of camera obscura that you owned written in that letter. The camera obscura. Could it be the same camera I saw in my dream? Well, open the door and find out! Let's go through Yu's things.
Ray, may I help you with something?
Oh, I just wanted to ask you. You.
Oof. A thin ray of sunlight comes in through the drawn curtains. It is always raining here. Whenever I hear the sound of rain, I can't help thinking back to what happened that day. Which is really interesting because she also says it's a comforting thing to her. Wait, do I see something on the shelf? I do see something on the shelf. But I'm actually more interested in that laptop. Look at that laptop! Oh, I haven't seen one styled like that in ages. There are typed and handwritten letters on the desk along with several books. I have hardly touched anything in here since that day. I just can't bring myself to tidy everything away. There is a notebook left out on the top of the desk. Perhaps somebody was in the middle of working. Perhaps somebody. I wonder who that somebody would be. On the urban legend. Many of the urban legends classified as Lost Village are modeled on real incidents, such as a village was ruined when one villager massacred the others. That's one way of putting it. The village was ruined when one villager massacred everyone. Like, wow, what a way to ruin a village. The bomb falls on a city. Oh, that ruined the city. Like, okay. They're often an amalgamation of well-known actual incidents, legend, and oral tradition. Settings such as the isolated mountain village or bygone customs, like night trysts or ceremonies, often act to trigger the incidents themselves, and these in turn become the motif for urban legends. Trysts, I've heard that word before, and I don't remember what it is. I'll have to look that up. But not now. I don't feel like it. The reason for the popularity of urban legends may lie in the notion of the view of the country from the city, or the modern bias towards the ancient. To people in the modern city, the village is the wilderness, and those who live there are different. Perhaps that scorn or fear finds expression in the urban legend. For that reason, the setting of the legend must be the isolated mountain village. Further, bygone customs are attractive elements that end up acting to provoke the incident. There's a bit of a meta thing going on here, right? They are basically talking about the plot of, like, Fatal Frame games, right? About being these legends, about these isolated places and the elements in them. It's like this weird meta, self-referential thing. Also, the way they keep referring to as, the urban legend. I feel almost like they're using like that repeated term to refer to something like they did in the last game, like the Hellgate. Yeah. Sorry. For the bygone customs art. Okay. As a case in point, there is a story about the area around the Minakami Dam where Mayu went missing. I love how I always put together these things like right before the game tells me. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I could have just shut up and kept reading, and then it would have been like obvious to everyone. But no, I had to be like, hey, I just thought of this really this cool thing. I don't know if I don't even know if they realize they're doing it. And then of course they go ahead and just come out and say it right after. Of course, because they're clever. They're good. The Lost Village. In the mountains of the Minakami area, there was once a massacre in the so-called Lost Village. Years ago, on the night of a certain festival, there was a great massacre and the village disappeared from the map. Only one woman survived. Now, it said Mayu went missing. So does that presume that Oh, wait, that's right. We didn't play as Mayu. Mayu went missing. Ah. Okay. Only one woman survived. If you walk in the forest where the village once lay, there is a small guardian statue, and if you continue, you will come to the shrine gate that forms the entrance to the village. If you should pass through the gate, you will never return. The night of the massacre continues in this village, where day will never again break, and a woman's horrific laugh rings throughout the village. Okay, so this is yeah, the The woman who went crazy, right? The one who went nuts and, like, we saw the villagers running from in the last game. Yeah, I really feel like this, so far, I'm like, I really feel like this is just sort of a continuation. Like, this plays off of the second game a lot more than the second game played off the first game. Next, we have the Manor of Bizarre Murders, where the same tragedy recurs. Its scale is smaller, but generally speaking, it resembles the pattern of the village, as it is made up of elements based on true incidents. Below is an example of this. It has to do with Mafuyu's disappearance. That's right, Mafuyu! That was his name. Wait a second, Mafuyu's disappearance. But he came... Did he come back? I thought he came back. The House of Mutilation. In the mountain area of Himuro, okay, yeah, Himuro Mansion, I remember this, okay, there remains a manor where years ago there was said to be a massacre. There have always been vanishings in the nearby forest, and many of the spirited away are said to end up in the manor. Their corpses have been found with both hands, legs, and head severed off. Lovely. One more example is a seemingly related Manor of Sleep, urban legend that I'm researching now. Gee. A third one. If there was a third game to slot that one into. The Manor of Sleep legend was picked up in various magazines in the 1960s, but incidents with very similar characteristics can be found here and there in older media. This newspaper is from early 1900s, and is of no relation to when the Manor of Sleep legend was taken up, but the background of the spirited aways and those people's later conditions bear many similarities to the Manor of Sleep urban legend. Manor of Sleep, okay. So the first one was all mutilation. The second one is like the whole village where the the one villager ruined the village for everyone else. And we are having bad nightmares and crap, problems with our sleep. I'm still investigating, but these incidents may trace back to the 19th century, and I have seen legends in several folklore books that may have become the basis for the Manor of Sleep. The House of Sleep urban legend. Perhaps this is what Kay was asked to investigate. You add a well-organized notebook on urban legends to your file. After you have received new information, you may find related books and documents in bookcases or desks. Oh, that is cool! So, once I get a topic, when I'm browsing like bookshelves and stuff, I can look specifically for stuff related to those topics. An old newspaper is stuck in the notebook. Series of vanishings across region. According to sources before dawn yesterday, a mother and daughter who live in Myojin? Myojin. Would it be Myojin? G. Myojin. Myojin. Yeah, I think that would be the way to say it. Myojin? Whatever, sorry. Village went missing. The missing, would that be the ghost, we encountered? We battled, right? In our supposed dream. The missing are Makie Kuzuhara and her daughter Kozue. Since last year, the two have been searching for Kuzuhara's missing husband. The two reportedly wandered the mountains nearly every day. The informant says, I hadn't seen them for several days, so I went to visit them. There was no answer, so I went inside, but they were gone. I only saw some black soot-like marks. Similar disappearances are being reported across the area, and some are calling them spirited aways. You added the newspaper article, Series of Vanishings Across Region, to your file. Use research. There we go. I had a chance to use the left shoulder button to jump to that directly, like I was told I could do in the last episode. Use research. According to the notebook left on his desk, Yu was doing some research for Kei Amakura. His notes are full of accounts of old urban legends and newspaper clippings about disappearances and people who were spirited away. The house, the Manor of Sleep. Okay. So if I come over here, can I... The bookshelves are full of volumes of folklore, philosophy, and anthropology. They're all books Yu used for his work or ones that were published by his company. There was a time when I used to be interested in them, but it was only a passing phase. Okay. Used clothes are still hanging inside his closet. I decided not to tidy them away. Once they were in boxes, I knew they'd never come out again. I think I saw the camera up on a shelf, so I'm waiting to do that last. As I suspect that's probably gonna move us ahead. There are some cardboard boxes in the corner of the room. After what happened, I tried to sort through his things. But after a while, I just couldn't go on anymore, and I haven't touched it at all since. Alright, nothing in there right now. That will likely change. There are typed and handwritten letters and several books left out on the desk. You. Alright, got some old radios. Ooh, those are gonna turn on at some point, aren't they? On the shelf are a letter and a camera similar to the one I saw in my dream. It looks like the letter is from Kay. Letter from Kay too. Dear you, during my research on the Manor of Sleep, urban legend, I finally made it to a certain deserted village lost even from the map. I found this camera in a huge abandoned house near that village. My niece Mio... Okay, I'm seeing the connection here. My niece Mio, when Mayu disappeared, she caused you a lot of trouble, so you probably remember her, saw this camera, and she was scared stiff. Okay, so, Kay's niece is Mio, and saw him with the camera, and she was like, no! Actually, what happened to the camera obscura from the village? What did Mio do with it? Yeah, because she left the village with it, right? I wonder if it reminded her of that unspeakable incident. For now, I'd like you to take care of the camera. You know about antiques, so could you look it over for me? I don't think you'll be able to reach me for a bit, but I'll contact you. So let me know what you find then. Regards, Kei Amakura. So, was this this must have been, I'm guessing this was, So is this the same camera Mio had? Or is this a different one? I don't know, I need you to think about that. I don't think it's really clear. Letter from K2, added to file. Could this camera be the same as the camera obscura I saw in my dream? This is older than the one in the dream, and the inscription on the back is illegible. Even so, it does look very similar to the camera obscura. I tried pushing the shutter button, but there was no response. It looks like it's broken. Interesting. There is still an old film inside the camera obscura. Okay, cool. I see where this is going. Musty film. The film looks pretty old, but it doesn't seem to have been spoilt by being exposed at all. What could it be on? What could be on it? I wonder if I can develop it in the dark room. Question mark. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so left trigger brings up the map. Interesting choice. Camera obscura. An old camera etched with the words camera obscura. I found a camera like the one I picked up in my dream in Yu's room. Apparently Kei sent it to him. Is this the same camera I saw in my dream? Okay, so we'll go to the dark room. I forgot what they were called. I was like, darn it. Developing room. I mean, that's what it is, but the term, yeah, it's the dark room. Yeah, dummy. Alright, we'll go down the stairs. See Miku just standing in the middle of the room again. Hey, Miku. Okay, bye, Miku. Wait, just gotta stop. Gotta come back here. Stare at the cat. You gotta stare at the cat. Alright, done staring at the cat. Off to the dark room. That's gotta be a thing. You gotta stare at the cat. Okay, dark room. I've forgotten where the dark room is. It's at the end of the hall, right? I think. End of the hall. Yes, I remembered! Let's develop some spooky film. Yeah, I knew where I was going. Thanks, game. Undeveloped film. An old roll of film from inside the camera obscura. There is definitely something on the film. I wonder if I can develop it. That's the picture of the we took in the dream, right? Do you want to develop this film? Why not? An image has appeared of a crying woman, just as I thought. I must have taken this during that dream. The weeping woman. All the film has been developed. The camera obscura, the abandoned house, the picture I took in my dream. Maybe if I investigate this woman, I can find something out. Okay. So how am I gonna do that? Actually, how am I gonna do that? Like, you don't know anything about her! You just got this random picture that you took in your dream. I guess the only lead you technically would have would be that... Oh, cat. Cat's eating. In the corner is an ornamental potted plant. Yeah, I know. I want to look at the cat. Alright, fine. Miku! Here's a picture. Go find this random lady. Ray, Miku, about that woman in this picture. I was wondering if I could get you to try and find out as much about her as you can. Just some random... Like, Miku's like, are you kidding me? Are you seriously kidding me here? Ray, anything is fine. Yes, well, this is a very old picture, so... Ray, I don't know how to tell you this, but she's probably dead. I found it in Yu's room. It's okay if you can't find anything out. There was just something about her.
Understood. I'll let you know if I find anything.
If you show the photos you've developed to Miku, sometimes you can ask her to investigate them for you. Okay, they're introducing this as like a mechanic or something. That's interesting. This is the layout of it, like the way this game is plotted out, is very different than the last one. Interesting. If you, I kind of like this approach. It's different. It puts a new spin on things. If you have them investigated, you can come talk to Miku later to get books and other information. Cool. I don't know how this would really help. Like, honestly, if it was me, I'd be like, okay, this was in the camera, and if we're trying to ground things in reality, I would want to be contacting Kay, because it was film that was in the camera he had sent to you, and then maybe he would have more of an idea of who the woman was. But like, just based off that picture, like, what are you gonna get from that, right? Night has fallen. If you check the bed with the X button, you can sleep. Okay, I thought they were like, if you check under the bed. It's like, okay, this is where we're going. But cool. So, I wonder if spoopy stuff happens at night. I mean, it's highlighting the camera. By checking the camera obscura on the desk, you can save your progress. Okay, that's cool. I think I shall save my progress. There is a camera obscura on the desk. You can save now. Sweet. Alright, well, I guess there's no spoopiness in today's outing. I'm out of time, so we're gonna end things here. We went through all of daytime at home, and I guess next time we'll do nighttime at home, or wherever this takes us. Interesting. It's very... I kind of like it takes the horror and brings it... Because the other ones, it's like, part of the horror is that you're trapped somewhere, right? And this one here, it's kind of like you're... I mean, technically, she is trapped. She's trapped in her own home, and that's, that's in her own head. Because, she's working through a lot of crap. But it takes the horror and brings it to you in a way. Like, no doubt, like, I'm guessing we're going to go back to Spoopy Place and be going around there, but I do like that we get these snapshots where we get to come back to, where she lives, and presumably we're going to have some, well, spookiness where she lives. That'd be kind of cool. Anyways, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. Next time, we're going to explore the house again. And maybe have spoopiness? I don't know. We'll see. We'll find that out next time. But until next time, I'd like to ask you all to game on.